What's up, everybody? I'm Cindy Goodman, and in today's Daily Fix, Cyberpunk, the big three come together, and EA will spend $1 billion. Roll the thing. Cyberpunk came out last week, and a lot of folks have cyber-dunked on it. It's a huge bummer for everyone involved, fans and players who have been waiting for this game for forever, and the team that's put all the hard work into the game, who I'm sure wanted their game to work perfectly and be the best experience possible for everyone involved. Well, Projekt Red has officially apologized for not showing the base PS4 and Xbox One versions of Cyberpunk 2077 before launch. In a statement on Twitter in one of their famous yellow boxes, the developer addresses player concerns about major issues when Cyberpunk is run on an original PS4 and Xbox One console, as well as promises patches and offers refunds. The statement reads, quote, "First of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence, not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One." The statement goes on to point out that console bug fixes have begun with a hotfix release last week, and another update coming, quote, within the next 7 days. CDPR says it'll update, quote, whenever new improvements are ready, with 2 larger patches to come in January and February. Quote, together, these should fix the most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. The developer also makes it clear that the PC version will also receive regular updates. CDPR goes on to confirm that it will offer full refunds to console version owners who don't want to wait for the updates. Quote, for copies purchased digitally, please use the refund system of PSN or Xbox respectively. For box versions, please first try to get a refund at the store where you bought the game. Should this not be possible, please contact us at helpmerefund@cdprojectred.com, and we will do our best to help you. Starting from today, you can contact us for a week up until December 21st, 2020. A few things. 1. I'm glad they're offering refunds, but I wish there was a way to do it that didn't further inconvenience the folks whose games already don't work. Second thing, it feels sort of weird but hopeful that they're offering this only for a week. Maybe that means that the patch coming in the next 7 days will be a substantial fix. Hindsight 2020, and I also understand that it's way more complicated than just moving a day to delay a game. But from where we stand now, it seems like delaying to address these bugs wouldn't have been the worst option. Guess it's a good thing we live in 2020 where you can send patches through the internet, and this didn't happen in the 90s when, unless you were extremely motivated, you were just kind of stuck with a buggy game. The bright side? Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo have partnered together on a commitment to safer gaming. The news comes from Xbox Wire, where Corporate Vice President of Xbox Operations, Dave McCarthy, talked about how he and his team believe that, quote, gaming is for all people of all ages, including our youngest and most vulnerable players. McCarthy goes on to talk about the principles that guide their work towards this safer future for gamers around the world, and it's organized into 3 pillars with detailed points under each. The first is prevention, which is described as to, quote, empower players and parents to understand and control gaming experiences. Next is partnership. Quote, we commit to partnering with the industry, regulators, law enforcement, and our communities to advance user safety. And finally, responsibility. Quote, we hold ourselves accountable for making our platforms as safe as possible for all players. McCarthy writes that protecting players is a challenge, especially in a, quote, digitally and often instantaneously connected world. This partnership was forged in hopes to make that battle easier won, as, quote, no one company or industry will solve these challenges alone. This weekend, Sky News reported that Electronic Arts was allegedly attempting to outbid Take-Two Interactive's nearly $1 billion offer to acquire Codemasters, the developers behind the Dirt, F1, and Project Cars racing franchises. And today, it was announced that an agreement has been struck. EA did in fact outbid Take-Two and will acquire Codemasters for an approximate cost of $1.2 billion. Gerard Florin, chairmaster of Codemasters, said in a statement, quote, we feel this union would provide an exciting and prosperous future for Codemasters, allowing our teams to create, launch, and service bigger and better games to an extremely passionate audience. There you have it, $1.2 billion well spent. And that's Daily Fix. I'm Cindy Goodman, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out our review of the Xbox Series X 1 month after having the big boy in our homes. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things, everything else, IGN.com.
She'll get it together, but times like this she prefers to be alone.